Varanese, and I'm a painter at UAHS.
And I'm Emily Curtis, and I do photography. So on Thursday, May 31st, we had our art exhibit at Emack and Bolio for our studio art class at school. And what we had to do was we had to set up a reception, invite people, and hang up artwork. So at Emack and Bolio is the paintings. The artwork will be up all month, so you can stop in and see it. So Hazel, do you want to talk about some of your paintings?
Yeah. In our studio art class, we have these things called concentrations, which are a group of 12 paintings that are all related. And for my concentration, I did groups of people, and Emily did...
I did color.
Yeah, and what I did for mine was, I'm a painter, so I work mainly in acrylics, and I would paint groups of people, as I said, and I focus on different types of groups with something in common or something that united them all. Like for my first one, I painted a bunch of people in a subway, and it was, I think, my first piece that I really actually liked, and it pictured a bunch of people late at night on a subway, and they were kind of crammed in there, so you could see like they were all together, and you could see bars from the subway, and it was painted more in darker tones, but there were bursts of color in it just to make things pop. And Emily, would you like to talk about your first concentration piece?
Yeah, my concentration is color, but my original concentration was actually people in their environment. So I took a photograph that's titled Red Balloons of actually Hazel's little sister sitting by the Soda River with two red balloons that she's holding. But when it got back to me, I actually really liked how the red and the balloons stood out because the photos kind of tinted blue color. And so that's when I decided to change my concentration to color. And so I took I think my second concentration was the photo over here titled Trepidation, which is Hazel as my model. And up until that point, I had taken a lot of still lifes and inanimate objects. And so this was one of my first portraits I did, and I wanted to do more of a portrait that was darker and had a lot of emotion in it. And Varanese, she's the photographer. She was actually an inspiration for this photo because she does a lot of black and white photos, a lot of high contrast photos. In a lot of my photographs, I like to play around with lighting as well as color because I think when you bring in shadows can add a really cool effect. Like in my photograph titled Nature's Candy, it has a really distinct shadow in the background of the two Tootsie Roll Pops, which I really like. I think it adds a totally different element to the photograph.
My second concentration piece was titled Time of Death, 6:44 a.m. And the title actually came from when I finished the painting because I had pulled an all-nighter to finish it for the Governor's Art Show to enter it. And I really liked that piece. In it, I painted a bunch of people all huddled around the viewer, and you're supposed to view it almost from as if the painting was above you because you are the victim or the person that had an accident and everybody's looking down at you. And some of the expressions are of like horror or like what is this, and others are just like kind of like there. And I added in this painting a thick purple line to all of my things. It makes the painting more cartoony, and it makes everything in it almost stand out more as opposed to in my painting Subway, and it almost shows growth in my style since my first concentration piece, and I repeat it later in other concentration pieces of mine. Along with abstract work, I usually paint people because that's what I'm best at, and I feel that that's what really looks nice, but lately I've been going into mixed media, and this isn't class assignment like my concentration pieces have been. I tear up bits of newspaper to add around acrylic painting, like my Jellyfish in Love piece, and it turns out really nice, I think. And then I take an acrylic paint pen and I go around it and I outline things to make it pop again, like in my other paintings, such as Time of Death, 6:44 a.m. And I like this style because it's a lot quicker than my other paintings that I do. My groups of people tend to have a lot of detail, and those paintings take anywhere from like a week to maybe 3 weeks to get done, whereas my more abstract pieces or my more mixed media pieces, they take anywhere from 3 hours to about 2 days. So it's nice to get a piece done in like in a short amount of time and to see your final work pay off a lot quicker than the detailed pieces that you do. We invite you to come down and see our art show.
Yeah, you guys should come check it out. They have good ice cream.
It'll be up throughout the month of June, and it's a nice atmosphere here. You'll really like it.
Hope to see you here.